How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're going to be playing some Abzan mid-range. I call this one Bronzehide Guildpact. So getting into it, we have no 1-drops, unfortunately, but on to our 2-drops. I have 3 copies of Tithe Taker. He's a 2/1, and during your turn, spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 more to activate, unless they're mana abilities. And then he has Afterlife 1. When he dies, we create a 1/1 black and white spirit token with flying. 1 copy of Chevill, Bane of Monsters. He's a 1/3 with Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponents control no permanents with bounty counters on them, put a bounty counter on target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls with a bounty counter on it dies, you gain 3 life and draw a card. 4 copies of Bronzehide Lion. He's a 3/3. We can activate his ability, and Bronzehide Lion gains indestructible until the end of turn. And when Bronzehide Lion dies, return it to the battlefield. It's an Aurora enchantment. Enchant creature you control, activate ability. Enchanted creature gains indestructible until end of turn, and it loses all other abilities. 3 copies of Assassin's Trophy at instant speed. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle their library. 4 copies of Glass of the Guildpact. It's an artifact. Multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. On to the 3-drops. We have 3 copies of Knight of Autumn. She's a 2/1, and when she enters the battlefield, we choose one. Either put 2 1/1 counters on her, destroy target artifact or enchantment, or we gain 4 life. 1 Mythos of Nethroi. Figured I'd want to try this card out. I have one in my collection, so why not? Basically, we can at instant speed destroy target creature or target non-land permanent if we spend the Abzan colors. It's weirded very strangely, but anyways. 1 copy of Kaya Orzhov Usurper. She comes in at 3 loyalty. Her +1 ability says exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. You gain 2 life if at least 1 creature card was exiled this way. We can -1 and exile target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less. And then -5, Kaya Orzhov Usurper deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards that player owns in exile, and you gain that much life. On to the 4-drops. We're running a full play set of Seraph of the Scales. She's a 4/3 with flying, and then we can activate her first ability and give her Vigilance, or we can activate her second ability and give her Death Touch, and she afterlifes 2, creating 2 1/1 white and black spirit tokens with flying. 2 copies of Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. He comes in at 4 loyalty, and his static ability says as long as it's your turn, creatures and planeswalkers you control have lifelink. His +2 says Sorin's Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker, and then we can -X and return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a vampire in addition to its other types. On to the 5-drops. I have 3 copies of Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. He's a 3/3, and when he enters the battlefield, we create a 3/3 green and white wolf creature token. And whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. We have 2 copies of Tome of the Guildpact. It's an artifact. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, draw a card, and we can tap it for 1 mana of any color. And then on to our top end, I have 3 copies of Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. He comes in at 5 loyalty. His 0 ability says create 2 black and green wolf creature tokens with when this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garruk you control. His -3 says destroy target creature and draw a card. And then his -6 says you get an emblem with creatures you control get +3/+3 and have trample. And then finally 2 copies of Casualties of War. It's a sorcery. We choose 1 or more between destroying an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a land, or a planeswalker. So the basic idea is we are running our multicolored scheme. We have our Glass of the Guildpact, which pumps all of our creatures. If we get 2 or 3 of these out here, it can get pretty nasty for our opponent. Tolsimir helps us control the board. Sorin helps us recur our threats. Kai helps us deal with our graveyard. Tithe Taker will protect us early on in the game from board wipes, give us an additional turn to kind of build up. Bronzehide Lion is just a great card in general, and it gives us the added ability when it dies, it comes back as an enchantment aura that we can protect our other creatures with. Assassin's Trophy is an amazing removal spell in general. Knight of Autumn gives us a little bit of versatility. Seraph of the Scales is just a beast, especially when we have a couple of classes of the Guildpact out. Tomb of the Guildpact will help us refill our hand. Late game also helps us with a little bit of ramp. Casualties of War to finish off anything we couldn't pick off earlier. And then Garruk hopefully to end the game. And that's basically it. It's a Abzan mid-range. Let's go ahead and get into the mana base. Now this is the first rendition of this deck, so I could be making changes along the way. I'm going to run 2 plains, 1 Castle Locthwain, 1 Swamp, 2 Forest, 4 Godless Shrines, 4 Overgrown Tombs, 4 Temple Gardens, 4 Indatha Triomes, and 2 Fabled Passage. We got the Vivian Sleeve. We have a 3.4 converted mana cost, running 18 creatures and 24 lands. So let's go ahead and hop into some games, see how we do. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. It's free to you and helps the channel out so much. Also, feel free to drop me a comment on misplays, deck ideas, strategies. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are interested in Magic, please share the channel with them. And last, thanks for watching. Reckless is our opponent. Love it. Alright, so we got a 3-lander here. We have a Glass of the Guildpact and a Tomb of the Guildpact. I think we keep this. We will leave it off with our Indatha. I think we just put out the Bronzehide Lion. Let's see if he has any type of removal. Orzhov Enforcer, okay. I think we Assassin's Trophy the Priest. No attacks, so I want to make sure I give him indestructible. Could see some removal here. Midnight Reaper, okay, that's fine. Seraph Scorpion, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna unfortunately have to shock in here. I do want to do this so we can leave off getting indestructible. Go ahead and go in for 4. Okay. Now I can hold up my... Witch's Oven, okay. So you claim the Firstborn, or Mayhem Devil, okay. Cool. Cauldron Familiar. Okay, so we're going to want to take out the Witch's Oven as soon as possible. so we will destroy artifact enchantment. Cool. It's fine. Okay. Attacks. Another one. Perfect. And Midnight Reaper. Let's zap the Mayhem Devil, of course. Okay. So yeah, that one's done. Didn't get any of our life gain synergies out there, like Tolsimir or Sorin. Also, didn't really seem to be getting very many creatures at all there. So let's hop into another one. Alright, so we have a 2-lander here, it looks like, and we're going to have to mulligan this, of course. This looks much better. Not too thrilled about the double assassins here, but let's keep it. We'll drop an assassin's trophy. Lead off with the Indatha on red, of course. Light, nice. Type of Boros. I don't mind getting, you know, beat by like a red hybrid, but it's like if it's mono red, it's like, come on, dude. It's mono red. Alright. Do I shock in here? Don't know if I want to shock in here. Yeah, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what he's got here. I could take out our Fervent Champion here. We can leave open the Assassin's Trove. So it's one of those decks. Let's see. Alright, so let's do this then. And exile you.
Gone for now, but not forever.
Okay. The opponent wants to use Burn on my Kaya, I'm fine with that. A Storm's Wrath, but I doubt it. True Fire. Okay. Well, what's the move here? It's plus. Let's get rid of both of these, I guess.
You won. This time.
And I think... Do I kill the True Fire now? I think I do, right? Let's just get rid of True Fire. I don't know if I trust that or not. be like a wreck. Okay. It's fine.
I'm not dead yet. Try harder.
Alright, so we tap here. Exile you here.
You're not welcome, am I?
Gain
Dematerializing?
a little bit of life.
Huh.
Let's wait one more turn and see what our opponent does. Leo Ross. Tachi. Prevent all non-combat damage. Pick up that there. Would love a land here. So we'll definitely beat Tolsimir. We'll gain first strike. Or not. Well, so... Oh, I guess because he killed Tolsimir that we don't get the activated ability. That's fine. Okay. We get our Garruk online. So now it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to force him to tap out here. We do need something here. We do need like a... Oh, even if the Seraph of Scales wouldn't really... Okay. So let's do this. Let's get rid of Tolsimir. Gain a little bit of life. Opponent is running Infuriates. We're just gonna have to risk it. If he has an Infuriate and he goes in for like, yeah, look at that. That. Alright. Well. So I guess we have to Dryad, gain some life, Tithe Taker. Okay. Oh. Feather, of course. He does have first strike. So I just block with both, honestly. I guess we do the knight, right? 1, 2, 3. Bring back the knight. Gain some. I'm gonna put some counters on her. No attacks. Alright. Well. Hop into another one. Or I should say playing best of one really makes it difficult because, you know, you're just going to have those tough beats. If I was playing best of 3, I think I need to start playing best of 3, honestly, especially as of lately. It seems like every deck you play on best of 1 is like top tier. So we have a 3-laner here. I have no black source, but we do have an early play with Glass of the Guildpact, Tithe Taker, and Knight of Autumn, so I think I'll keep this. Might be a risky play, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so we have no turn 1 play, so we'll lead off with the Temple Garden tapped. We do pick up a black source, which is fantastic. I think we will do Tithe Taker in this instance, now that my opponent is playing Watery Grave. I think I play Overgrown tapped, play the Guildpact, smack him. Put him inside ball in the Guildpact. Plays a Zagoth tapped. So Sultai. Okay. Do I play her yet? Yes, I do, right? I think we're gonna just die here to removal. So let's just gain some life for now and just keep smacking. Rhineborn. Okay, so what is this? Sultai Flash? And he hasn't countered anything yet. Cool thing is that the afterlife creature is black and white, so it does get a buff from the glass here. So we're gonna go ahead and go with all this. Okay. Hurubu. 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 Alright. Opponent is telling me he has counter spells. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and go in. The Brineborn. Okay. And I'll play my Garruk now. I think we'll just create some wolves, honestly, because they come in with 4. Batra, cool. We still have these wolves. We're still coming in for a lot of damage.
I'll try my luck.
So I think I'm good. And then now this turn we'll play our Sorin. Beautiful.
I will have revenge for House
Plus here. Plus. Get wrecked.
Time for a drink.
Okay. Sitting pretty here. Now the opponent also has to worry about Sorin. Can also bring back the Knight. Alright, that was a little bit more like how I would have imagined it. We did get lucky there. The opponent didn't seem like he was doing much. But yeah, that's a little bit more how I imagined this deck performing. Cool, cool. Alright, got ourselves some packs here. Let's check it out. Ravnica Allegiance. Some gems. Always take the gems, right? I wonder how much mastery is for this, like 15, 1800. Alright, let's hop into another one here. Huntsman. Alright, we've got a beautiful 3-lander here. We've got an Assassin's Trophy, 2 guild packs, but no early creatures. But we do have the Garruk. It's risky, but I think we'll keep it. I think we'll lead off with... Let's actually lead off with a castle here. And that way we can play our temple next turn, untapped, depending on what our opponent does. Plays a Windscarred Crag. I'll go ahead and get the Bronzehide or not. Let's get the Guildpact out there. Okay. Let's get the Bronzehide out there. 4/4 for 2. Don't mind if I do. Huntsman. Huntsman. Chess guy? Confused. Oh, the fairy.
This isn't a fight you can win. I've got it.
Ooh. Guess we have to take out the Teferi, right? Unfortunately. Oof. Whirlwind of Thought. That could be very dangerous. Somehow we're getting like beat down again, right? I think we're getting mana screwed here. So let's go ahead and end this. Let's see how we can squeeze some more mana.
Garruk is nice, right? But
I think 3 of him is a little bit greedy. So I think we can definitely cut 1 Garruk. Right? So let's cut 1 Garruk. And just, yeah, let's just add 1 more. Green, black, green, white, white, green, and black. We have double green mana cost with double black mana cost. 2. So let's add green, black. Let's add a, where is it? Am I crazy? Oh, it's because this is not historic. I'm like, where's my okay, so let's add a temple. What's this at 25 lands? Right? Feel pretty solid about everything else, right? Let's let's try this. Let's see how we do. Let's see if this makes a difference. Alright, so we have a 2-lander here. This is not going to work. This is much better. We have a double green for Tolsimir. So I guess we drop 1 Godless, right? Okay, we'll lead off with the Indatha. Shocks in for a serrated scorpion. I guess the reason behind that is he thinks he's gonna get his and turn 2 priest. Okay. I think we'll shock in and do Tithe Taker. Let me see if this works. But he could have a 1-drop, or he could have another land. Could be risky, but that's fine. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? Alright, well now he has plenty of fodder for sacrificing. Okay. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, dude, when you get your channel up and running, let me know. I will definitely support you there for sure. It's cool, man. What streaming utility you plan on using? I think right here, I think I need to prioritize killing the priest. So, alright. So we'll go ahead and kill... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. There we go. Alright. So not really much here we can do. You know, it's like they always seem to have another priest, right? Alright, I'm just gonna end this here. So, do I need more land? I wonder. I mean, Dex. Let's check this out again. Let's cut 1 casualties, because I haven't seen her use that yet, and add 1 more land. Is that another... Alright, let's add a Temple of Silence. So now we're at 26 lands. I don't want to put any more lands in than this. So let's hop into another one and see how we do. Done Shiva. Okay, cool. What's the resolution? Alright, so we got a nice 3-lander here. We've got 3 Bronzehide Lions and a Knight of Autumn. I guess we keep this. Go for a more aggressive play. We'll lead off with the Indatha. Plays a Fabled Passage. I'm gonna shock in. Get a Bronzehide Lion out there. Opponent has Zerda, the Dawnwaker. Nice. Yeah, 1080p. I mean, I have the logic, and I have 1080p capability, but honestly, I've like read a lot about it, and they say that most people, their internet connection can only like comfortably stream 720, so there's really no sense in it. But, excuse me. What I do is I record in 1080 regardless, and then I just upload it to the YouTube website, and I'll let the user decide which version they're going to use. It does take up more time and more memory, but it's definitely an option. Alright, so what am I going to do here? Paradise Druid. I think we just start going face, right? Let's see what he taps her out for. To carry.
I am not.
It's a good tap out.
Let's try this.
Oh, I didn't even tap her. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so I think we do Tithe Taker here. Opponent seems to be on some type of a Bant control. Elder. So, this card's always been so confusing to me. I'm never really quite sure what it means. Alright.
That's more like it.
I mean, the opponent could be running counter spells too. Oh, high alert. So shock in here. And I think we will be destroying this. And we will be taking out Mr. Teferi. It's not blocked with Zerda, that's very interesting. Love to see a land next turn, we can Tolsimir and start having some fun. Another high alert. Okay. Oh, that's what he's doing. So, let's Teferi means opponent loses the game. Teferi means that we probably lose the game, right? I need to write this down. So high alert, and then untap. Oh yeah, true, true. I mean, should I stick around for this? I feel like I should let this guy go off and do whatever the hell he's trying to do. Poor guy playing this jank. Careful. Oh, I see. Because this is static, he can just untap and untap and untap. Okay, cool. That's exactly it, right? Wow, that was complete nonsense. I'll have to steal that for a future video. I do have 4 of those Fabro Elders, and I'm like, what the hell is this? This card doesn't seem very good, but I guess if you combine it with High Alert, it's game ending. That's cool. I'm trying to show you guys some real games. I'm either getting killed on like turn 3 or getting janked out. But let's keep going here. Alright, so I finally got a Seraph of Scales. I forgot this card was in the deck. And we have no white source, so we're going to mulligan this. This looks much better. Except for the fact that we don't have any early plays. I guess we drop the Sorin. Since we have an untapped white source, I think I'll play with I'll play the Overgrown Tomb tapped to begin. So 2 more so far. I'm gonna go ahead and play out the Temple Garden here. Okay. Go ahead and play out the Tithe Taker. If this is a Reclamation deck, I'm gonna love this Knight of the Autumn here. Wow. Okay, so seeing double black here, so let's go ahead and Fabled Passage for our swamp. Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and play out the Seraph here. We'll go ahead and attack in. If he has some type of a board wipe, that's fine with me. I want to preserve my Knight of the Autumn, unless in case, in case he plays a Wilderness Reclamation. Maybe this isn't Moment of Fire. Okay. If he wants to use 2 spells to get rid of this, I'm fine with that. Cool. I think I want to still wait on that. We'll play another Seraph. And yeah, I think we'll just go in with these 2 guys, right? Because he's going to block my Tithe Taker anyways. the growth spiral, okay. Healer of the Glade. Is this an Elementals deck? This could be Timor Elementals. So we might be in a good spot here. I thought this was Reclamation at first. Well then, I think we just glass of the Guildpact and just go in hard with this. Yeah, just give her vigilance right quick and just kind of just go into you and you know that's a lot of damage. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Seraph of the Scales is nasty, man. It's real nasty. Especially if you can get it in like some type of a buff effect, either with like a Angel Tribal or like the Guild. Okay. So he's gonna bounce his Omens. That's 2, 4. And then he's gonna bounce his Healer. Cool. Okay. But I'm gonna it's actually helping me out. We're losing 1 damage and we're gaining an addition. Oh, look at this. Okay, so we can do a couple nasty things here. But I think honestly the move is we're gonna Garruk. And then we're gonna destroy Giorion. Oh, don't quit. Oh yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah, she's a looker for sure, man, for sure. Love to get me some Seraph of the Scales. I got you. Sorry, I'm trying to keep things PG. You know what I mean? All right, let's hop into one more. See how we do. Alright, sorry about that. So, we got a very expensive looking hand with 2 lands. We're going to mulligan. This looks a little bit better. Got an Assassin's Trophy early on. I think I will bin the Sorin. Keep this, bottom Sorin. So I think we'll lead off with the Temple here. Comes into play tapped automatically. Then we can do Temple, Godless Shrine, Castle. Three, 4. Prefer something like a smaller creature. Svenlurker. I guess you can have Godless Shrine. Bane going in. So unfortunately I'm going to have the shock in here. Let's see what the opponent plays. Okay. I'm going to play the Godless Shrine here tapped because we don't have a turn 3 play either. leave open the Assassin's Trophy. Play our castle. Let's get the Seraph out there. I know it's probably gonna die right away, but that's fine. I'm trying to get some removal out of his hand anyways. We gotta play something, right? They say the best thing you can do when playing Magic is to use all of your mana each of your turns, if possible. I don't know if that sounds legit, but that's what the professionals say. Cool. Now I get 2 chum blockers for your 2/1/1s here. Unless you want to sacrifice some more removal from your hand. If the opponent goes in here, I will definitely block. Oh, absolutely. Gotta stop the bleeding, right? Cool. I think I'm gonna just... I want to be reactive and not proactive. So we're gonna see... There, that's what I'm talking about. So, kill that, because we don't want him getting any value from that. It's going to be deadly in a black. We're going to play out the Seraph here. Plays in a Yara. Cool. Now I play Tolsimir. Should have waited to kill the Tolsimir, but fight her. Now we have a nice board. Opponent could have a Ritual of Soot, though, however, to take out our 3 tokens. But we're 1 off from playing our Garruk. We're in a very beautiful spot. I see myself playing a Bronzehide Lion. We have a couple different options. Opponent does have a castle, though, so we can start drawing Murderous Rider instead of... Could have another Murderous Rider, I guess. So let's play Chevill. Let's play Bronzehide. And... yeah, let's go with those. Why not? Another Yara. Okay. He's whittling us down. That was a long move. Let's attach to Chevill. Sure, why not? Give me a land. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and search for the forest here. Now we play our Garruk. It's a beautiful thing. Draw. From Chevill, we also draw from And I'm gonna leave one chump blocker, so we'll just go in with these guys for now. Cool. We're making a comeback. Making a comeback. Beautiful. Let's create some wolves here.
We were born for the hunt.
So I create some wolves. What's the move here? I'm gonna do Tithe Taker to get whatever this shit is out of his hand. And I think we go in everything here. Okay. He's drawing a card and losing 1 life. Banehound's not gonna do it. Okay. We do have the Assassin's Trophy up. Yes, please kill one of my wolves. Gray Merchant for 3. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy's done. Let's go ahead and kill the Murderous Rider. Get some life draw and whatnot before our upkeep. Alright, cool. I guess let's put it on him. Cool. So I'm gonna shock in here. I will create 2 more. We'll play our Guildpact. That's a lot. Cool, we quit. So yeah, that's a little bit more how I envisioned it. When I'm not getting my ass kicked right from top tier decks, but I will have the description for the deck in the. The deck list in the description of the video. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you, helps us out so much. Drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are interested in Magic, please share the channel with them. And thanks for watching again. We'll see you guys tomorrow.